Welcome back to the second edition now of Titan Talk. So excited. Hopefully, you watched the first episode. We have three new individuals to give us their perspective on a few topics. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, but just like I did our all-time winningest female basketball coach, I'm going to do the same thing for the person on the men's side, a person who actually started the athletic department, started a lot of what you see here from scratch, which was 2016? 18?
No, well, 18.
18. Okay, sounds good. So now, official conference champion and hopeful conference champion this year, Mr. Coach Thomas.
All right. Yep. I'm Coach Thomas. Been here since the beginning. We opened the school in 2016. There was not a gym back then, so we had a lot of room over here. Nothing but trees and weeds and all that. But over the years, obviously, the gym did get opened. We did have our first season in 2018 where we started out as a humble program. Did a lot of great work in the beginning, sixth grade boys team. We didn't have seventh and eighth grade, so that's all we had. And as we added on different grade levels, we ended up having our eventual varsity and JV teams.
Love it. I love it. Man, that's a good history lesson. I don't know how you guys manage because I have the toughest time only having one gym, especially trying to divide that with the cheerleading team, with three basketball teams, and then rentals and things like that. So, man, I don't know if I could have been AD back then. But we also have a sixth grader who has been with us since kindergarten. Go ahead and tell us your name, what grade you're in, and some of the things that you do here at Mallard Creek.
All right, what's good? My name is Caleb. I've been here since kindergarten. I'm in sixth grade right now, playing basketball here, and I play for the #1 team in Charlotte.
Okay, I like that. Flex on it, right? And then last but certainly not least, someone who told me that she is my favorite student, right? And someone who also has had a great experience here. Every day I see her, she's always smiling. So when I come into work, she is one of the individuals that I love to see because smiling people make me smile. So go ahead and introduce yourself and all that good stuff.
I am the one and only,
Okay,
the biggest,
let them know.
8th grader here at MCSA, Mia. I'm not
Mia.
gonna say my name.
Okay, we're going by nicknames and aliases. Okay.
I've been here since 7th grade. Yeah, half of 7th grade. I am a cheerleader for the reigning champs for 2 years. We recently just won again.
Hey,
And yeah.
I like it. Okay, so 2 years in a row. That's got to be kind of exciting. Were you guys nervous going into your cheer competition? Or you just knew, huh?
Yeah.
So no nerves at all? Okay, all right. That's different from me because every game that I played in, I wasn't necessarily nervous, but I always had butterflies. So I was just anxious to get it going. Was that kind of similar to you, or
I was just ready to win. Cause
just was ready to win?
Yeah, they want to have beef with us, but we already ate the food up.
Cheer beef, and you ate the food up. I think I might be a little too old to understand everything, but I think I got what you put down.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, speaking of, we are heading into the Greater Charlotte Athletic Conference playoffs. And with that being said, it's an exciting time of year. Regular season is out of the way. We've gotten to know what the teams look like. We played every team once. On the boys' side, on the girls' side, cheer, you guys have had your competition. So now you are in full support mode of trying to make sure our program comes out on top. So, in terms of the playoffs, what do you like most, or what are you looking forward to the most in terms of this playoff run?
What I'm looking forward to is us winning.
Us
That's
winning?
really it, yeah.
Okay, I like that. So, Caleb, you're a sixth grader. not necessarily going to be a part of this, but I love that you always support, always encourage individuals in the program. What are you looking forward to when your time comes to be in that playoff run?
Me, help get my teammates better, you know, be a leader, stuff like that. That means a lot to me.
Okay, like it. I like it. All right, Coach.
Hey, I just look forward to just being able to compete. I never really went into we're going to win it all. I just want the kids to be able to compete, and that's everything else should take care of itself.
I like it. And from a competitive standpoint, I will say the top half of the conference will make it interesting this year. And as a competitor, you got to like that. Are there any teams that you are expecting to go to the semifinals? We're not going to say the championship, things like that. Or are there any teams that you have a rivalry with that just makes it fun for you?
As far as the rivalry, I mean, it's been fun to play against the team out of Matthews and of course the team down in South Charlotte. So either one of those teams, we'd love to see them in the finals.
Yeah, I like it. And from a cheerleading standpoint, what do you guys look forward to on game days for the playoffs?
For one, like the teams that will be like in the conference or whatever, we have like their cheerleaders are some slight. They ain't no competition, but like, yeah. I'm just ready to show like that we gonna continue to be the best. Like y'all lame, we lit.
I like the competitive spirit. It adds a little bit of flavor to the mix, if you will. And I like that there are 3 different answers here, and it's obviously 3 different individuals who are coming from 3 different viewpoints. So I love that. What has been your favorite memory here at Mallard Creek, either sports related or non-sports related?
For me, the parties, like the celebrations that we have, in particular the sneaker ball that we recently had in November. It shows like we can have our fun with education wise, as like math and like academics or whatever. But when we have time to show that we can have some fun together and still be a family and have be lit together, it's really fun. Especially Miss Fitz being the life of the party at times.
Okay, shout out Miss Fitz. I love it. Caleb?
For me, it's the friends that I made going through this school year and stuff like that. It means a lot to me because like whenever I'm sad, my friends are always there to help me out and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think this is actually one of the groups that I told Coach Thomas about when you guys were 4th grade now, or 3rd grade actually, that I was excited to see what you guys become, because you guys play hard, but you guys also celebrate each other. You guys act like you love each other, and that could be very true. When you guys were in 3rd grade, I would see you guys on the playground just playing super hard, knocking each other down, and then having scars on the arms, knees, and then getting back in a single foul line and really just dapping each other up. So it was like, wow, this group is competitive, but they're also understanding of what competition looks like and things like that. So I can definitely see why that's one of your favorites. Coach?
My favorite class, 2025, man. They were 6th grade, and we had our intramural basketball happening, and they ended up beating the 8th graders that we had. And that was fun to see. That was probably like one of my favorite moments because of the trash talking going back and forth. These 8th graders were like, man, we're gonna crush you guys, and it was a real eye-opening for those kids to get beat like that. But yeah, that was one of my favorite memories. There's a lot more, but that's one that comes to mind.
Okay, I love it. So we also have like a different point of view in terms of Caleb, you've been here since kindergarten. Camille, you transferred in. Mia, I'm sorry. And Coach Thomas, you've worked at different places in your professional career as well. What is different here at Mallard Creek that's different from where you've worked or where you've been? Or if you haven't had that experience, what's different that your friends or relatives have said or compared to their experience?
I love being able to create. I don't want to take away from what y'all want to say, but I love being able to add to the school, the things that we do here. I love pouring into kids what their heart desires and just really working with kids where they are. This is a great place to do that. Beforehand, working at different places, there's always a blueprint to follow, but the blueprint here is to roll up your sleeves, put on that entrepreneur hat, and create opportunities for people to and kids to grow, and that's one of the favorite things I really enjoy about the school.
Love it.
For me, it's the bonds that you can create, like with the teachers and like all the different staffs. Like even from like the elementary school, having kids like that look up to you, like come running to you when they see you in the hallway and things like that. Like at other schools, it's just straight work. You can't really have a bond. There's always something happening. But here it's fun and it's also like family. And as well as what Coach Thomas said with the opportunities, so they give you an opportunity no matter like what you've done or anything like that.
Okay, so holistic development. I like that. Caleb?
For me, what's different here is that I play basketball. Like back in my old school, I wasn't really into sports. But when I came here, saw that some other people were playing basketball, I was like, wow, they're really good. I want to be like them and like play basketball too. So I tried out for the team and I made it, and that's what makes me like basketball now.
Okay, cool. So any alumni or students who don't necessarily go here anymore that you looked up to with their games and basketball skills?
No.
Okay. All right. Are there any alumni that you have that stick out as maybe players to watch for the next couple of years, or that you just still enjoy going to see to this day?
Oh yeah, that class of 2025, Dorian Reeves, Micah Jones, Aiden Burton. I mean, there's Caden Bradley. There's such a long list. Xavier, obviously graduating last year. Mason Kelly, Kennis. I mean, like, I could go on and on. There's so many kids that I could list that would, make sure you're definitely going to hear their names for sure.
Absolutely.
That's for sure. But those are just a few that come to mind. But there's
It's too
quite-
long of a list.
Yeah, it's a long list. There's at least 20 or 30 kids that I can think of right away that come to mind.
Absolutely. Camille?
The 8th graders from last year, they're really something else.
Yeah.
My group of friends, like, I don't like people. I don't really talk to people like that unless I know you. But listen. Like, most of my friends were like in the 8th grade last year. I still see them, like, they're so annoying. But yeah, I still see them. But they really helped me get through a lot last year because, I was new, but also, like, I was known here. So when I would go to them, I had advice or whatever, and I knew what to look for when I went to 8th grade this year because they let me know what the T was. So yeah.
What the T was, okay, all right. But that's what friends are for. Friends are, there to make life a little easier for you. But on the same note, for me, when it comes to alumni, I'm like you, Coach Thomas. There's so many to name, but I always think about the girls. And I remember, our first conversations where I didn't want to coach, and I came to help out one practice, and you suckered me in, knowing that I would come back the next day and end up coaching. So I really enjoy going to see Mallard Creek High School, the girls over there, because I can see multiple girls in one location with those girls, Avari, Ileana, Kennedy, and then we also have a few on the JV team over there as well, Janelle, Sky, so there are so many to name. I love Kenneth, what he's doing in football, same with Mason, football, track, Xavier Davis, but there's also the Donovan, Kirkwoods of the world, and Dorian, who I think Dorian is one of those guys who's so quiet where when you walk into the gym, his game just speaks louder than who he is, I guess, if that makes sense. So the last thing that we're gonna do is kind of like a rapid fire. So I'm gonna ask a couple questions, and then you're gonna say the first thing that comes to mind for you. All right? Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so favorite staff member here at Mallard Creek? Go ahead, come in.
Just one?
Yep, just one. Favorite. It's the first one to come to mind.
Oh my God. I'm not spending money, y'all.
You love them all. We get that. Go ahead.
Miss Fitz.
Miss Fitz, okay. Caleb.
I like all the coaches,
Mr.
but I
Messi,
gotta
don't
say,
make me
Staff. Anybody staff. So it can be
Yeah.
principals, coaches, teachers.
all right, Coach Clay.
Okay, cool. I like that. Shout out Coach Clay.
I had to say Mrs. Smith.
Okay.
I like Mrs. Smith. She's been like we were there. We were here from the beginning,
Yep.
and it's like we're 2 peas in a pod, I guess.
I like it.
Can I
Plus,
say
it's
something
time for renewal, Miss Smith, if you watch this. So he's working on coming back with a little bit of a raise, it looks like. So, yes. So the next question is, what is your favorite Mallard Creek color?
Two.
Teal, okay.
Blue.
Blue.
I want the blue.
Blue.
I don't like the green.
Okay. I like it. All right. Next question. If you could change one thing about Mallard Creek, one thing, but you could only use maximum of 2 words, what is it?
Just go.
Nothing.
Dress code,
Mhm.
nothing,
Another gym.
another gym. Okay, I like that. I would definitely love that. I think for me though, football field. That would be for me one thing that I would change, having a football field.
I think it should be dress code. Dress code.
Okay, dress code. You have jeans on today?
It's Friday.
That's right. Oh,
But-
so we're just supposed to be able to wear jeans on Fridays. Okay, I got it.
Every day. Like, I want to be comfortable too. Like, I want to wear some sweatpants, a hoodie, a colorful hoodie at that.
Yeah, for real. Okay. So last question. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
A lawyer and a cosmetologist.
Lawyer and a cosmetologist. Okay.
NBA player. One day be better than Michael Jordan.
Okay. NBA player. Okay. And Coach Thomas, when you were middle school age, what did you want to be when you were
Engineer, actually.
engineer? Okay.
But now I want to be this school's first high school coach.
Ooh. So do you know something we don't?
I don't know. Let's make it happen.
All right, high school. Okay, I like the way that sounds.
Let's
Hopefully,
make it happen.
Hopefully that happens. I'm all for it. So yeah,
Hey, can I ask a question?
yes, absolutely. You can
This
definitely
is
ask.
directed to you.
Oh, to me. Oh, now I'm getting
Yes.
nervous.
So, you work with different schools now. Who's your favorite school?
Well, that's a great question, and you sound like a great journalist. So back when I was in my college playing days, we did have a little bit of media training. So with that being said, for me, I just love the kids, there are, like Coach Thomas talked about, there are so many alumni, individuals that you just see and that you love. There are so many individuals that on a day-to-day basis, I just want to put my arm around, give them a hug.
Not the question.
So many staff members that I love. We had one on last week with Coach Fitz. We got another one with Coach Thomas, Coach Massey, Coach Miller. There's just so many people here at this school than at my other schools. We got Coach Pulley, we got Coach Bless. We have so many students over there that I love. Same with Ridgeview. So it's just tough. But I also see that my producer is wrapping me up. So what I'm going to do is just think about that and then answer the question for
Right.
another day.
Right.
But to all my schools, I do love you. This does end our conversation here at Titan Talk. Hopefully you have enjoyed this conversation.